Vivian, Executive Producer of InsurTech Connect Asia, and today I'm joined by Prashant from AIA. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure, Vivian.
How do you find the conference so far?
It's been fantastic. You know, what I love about InsurTech Connect is you have traditional insurers, you have upstarts, you have newbies, you have everyone in the middle. And even on different discussions and panels, you have that mix. So you get a very good, rich perspective. I really love the way Mohanty kicked it off yesterday by challenging our thinking on insurtech and insurance. And I think it's just been fantastic from that point on.
That's great. I think it's a fantastic way to kickstart our conversation with an interesting question, which is, how do you feel about insurers and insurtechs working together? Do you think there's enough collaboration?
Look, I think there is good collaboration, but I think a lot more needs to be done. And there's a fundamental challenge when you think of insurtech in the world of insurance.
Yeah.
I'll simplify it from my perspective. When I sell life insurance and health insurance, in a weird way, for someone as young as you, I'm selling 60 years of extended warranty on you.
Yeah.
Okay? Your toaster gets about 3 years. From me, you get 60 years.
Yeah.
So I have to feel very confident that 30, 40, 50 years, when you need events that will pay back, that we are able to fulfill our obligations. The challenge with the world of startups, with insurtech, is they also come with the baggage of being disruptors who sometimes don't make it. So would you want me with a lot of partners who may not be here 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 15 years from now? As a consumer, you want very rock solid guarantees.
Yeah.
So that increases the hurdle on how we collaborate with different partners. That said, I think insurtech players have done a remarkable job pushing us to think harder. They've done a great job working with all of us and vice versa. And I think this field is going to grow every day. It'll become a stronger partnership.
That's great. I think looking forward, do you see any trends for the upcoming year?
I think a lot more will get changed because of generative AI. I think Emma did a very, very interesting job earlier today, exposing us to those possibilities. And you know, to me, ChatGPT is a baby who's not yet 12 months old, right? So I think this one's capabilities are going to go up exponentially, and I think its ability to help insurers and insurtech combine in new creative ways as a technology, I think is going to be amazing. So I think the biggest trend is going to be consumers will demand more and more. Consumer expectations have gone up at the speed of pandemic, I think, in the last 3 years. And I think technologies like generative AI will change the way we are able to meet that expectation.
That's for sure. I think how is insurers like AIA enabling MarTech to deliver an impact?
Again, it's a great question because you know, consumers now want you to reach the right person at the right time in the right way.
Yeah.
Right? You get irritated when someone gives you a marketing message when you don't want it, but equally when you want it and you don't get it, that irritates you too. Now the problem is this runs contrary to all the privacy fears we have as consumers. I mean, I reject a lot of cookies, right?
Yeah.
So MarTech is the only mechanism by which we can market to people in a precise way. And we at AIA have taken a very modular approach to this. So we don't wait for a great solution that will take 3 years to deploy. We now do good and we keep building upon it. So we now do MarTech deployments in weeks, not even months and years. And I think a lot of the partners here that we have today, even in this room, are insurtechs who have co-mingle MarTech into their insurtech solutions. And I think that's a very, very positive trend that I'm seeing.
That's great. I think previously you mentioned more about generative AI. Everyone keeps talking about AI, and how is AIA as an insurer leveraging on it?
So we have been very, very committed to using these technologies predominantly because we think they will make our consumers' lives easier. Look, AI is not very new as a tech. I think it was, if I'm not wrong, 1956 when it kind of came out. And we all use generative AI for a while, right? You know, when it completes your sentences on Gmail, that's generative AI. AI has been very focused on all ends of the AI deployment spectrum, from understanding our consumer data to helping pay claims faster. So if I can look at pattern recognition and understand which claims should be paid immediately. Yesterday, Rohit Nambiar talked about how they are deploying AI-based technologies in order to fulfill the customer experience in a better way. We also are using AI very, very broadly in marketing to people, helping connect with what they want and living our purpose, which is to help people lead healthier, longer, better lives.
Okay. As a marketer, how do you see innovative technology like upscaling marketers in the future?
I think it's going to be one of those where innovative technologies will force marketers to upskill all the time. And I think the technologies will both be the necessity as well as the mechanism to upskill. Right? So I tell my team that anyone who tells me that they are an expert digital marketer worries me, because the act of this is that you have to constantly learn and relearn
upskill.
and keep developing.
Yeah.
Right? The systems keep changing. But just even the ability, I'll use Gen AI since you gave an example of that. You know, the ability for it to synthesize a lot of information into a summary is a very powerful way to keep in touch with different technologies and different capabilities, right?
Yeah.
So I think technology will play a very key role in helping our team stay ahead of the curve and continue to learn and continue to challenge their thinking.
Okay. I think we looked a lot into the future. How about let's take a step back, and I want to ask you, like, what are your thoughts about the industry so far this year?
I think, the reality of COVID has been a very sobering one. I don't know any human being who hasn't lost someone they care about. But COVID has helped people understand that insurance and protection are necessities. They're not optional. They're not meant for the 70-year-olds and the 65-year-olds. They're even meant for the 25-year-olds. So I think COVID has transformed insurance from a grudge to a nudge purchase. And as a result of that, looking at even the here and now, I think the responsibility for us as an industry has gone up. Because if we truly care about our consumers, we have to start giving them solutions that they can consume now in the way they can consume them, and we have to keep evolving that.
Yeah.
So I think the time for this industry is now. I think the industry is up for the challenge, and I think the range of innovative partnerships that insurtechs and even other players in insurance now offer is huge. I think someone said this on stage yesterday, that each of us, we don't only compete with each other, we also augment each other.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So it's a very interesting relationship.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a great way to wrap up our interview. Thank you so much for
Super.
joining me.
Thank you, Vivian. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the sessions as well as the booths.
I look forward to it.
Thank you.